Your net worth to the world is determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones. Benjamin Franklin. My friend, my friends, all of you, please, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that's all we ask. Follow the charts, practice trade, learn by doing. Don't worry about how long it will take, because once you master the charts, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump in today. As we look at the market, not a whole lot going on. Gold up about 1%, which is nice, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about where we are on the S&P. Up 0.14%. We don't really even have a trend line. We have a sideways slide right now, my friends. We haven't tapped the low that we saw back on June the 8th this week. Somewhat of a down week. I mean, you can see where things started moving down on Tuesday the 16th, passed through on Tuesday the 23rd through, if you can call that much of a trend line. I tried to do something. I really don't have anything to go on, but we're seeing some pullback. Haven't moved back up above it, haven't hit the prior low. So we're just sort of in this lull area. Something's going to happen to engage the market to either go up or down. But right now, if you're in a long position and you've kept it, I wouldn't tell you to necessarily pull it. I would have hoped you pulled it, when we started getting that green spinning top before the down move on the week beginning the 8th of June. But you didn't have to, because you'd done so well riding this baby up. So again, hanging in there right now. Could there be a huge pullback? Yeah, there could. Is there going to be? I don't know. If things go really south in the Middle East, yeah. I mean, that's part of the problems. We're in the summertime trading zone without a lot of volume. And as well, I mean, we've had nice volume lately over these last 3 weeks. Prior to that, you can see we're talking about no volume. This week, it looks like we'll reach average volume. But again, no real catalyst at this point. The market has, you can see this on the NASDAQ too, it's tried to go higher a couple of times, well, 3 times, and it's just sort of failed. Now, does that mean it's not going to go higher? No. We're still right at a doji on the NASDAQ 100. It was up more, 0.81%. So didn't quite get up to 1% today. You can see it was really ranging around in the morning with lots of volume. That slacked off in the afternoon, but still stayed up, 0.81%. Of course, we've clearly broken through whatever kind of trend line we have here on that latest 2-day candle that finished drawing today with average volume. You can see all the volume on the 2-day, starting getting up to average back on Wednesday, the 3rd of June. And it's gotten better there. Of course, we go back to where the up move started in April and didn't have any volume as it just continued to move up. And then once it got up and started messing around, ranging, indeed the volume did go up. But again, we'll continue to watch, wait and see. Up some today, but again, hasn't changed the overall mood. Let's look at where we are with bonds. They were about flat for the day, technically down 0.03%, so pretty much flat. We can see where things did go up nicely in the morning and then pulled back in the afternoon on the half day with no volume to speak of. The 2-day does have volume, and that was primarily from the day before. That was from Wednesday. And again, a nice big green up candle. And of course, for the week, going into the 5th week of up moves, bonds are looking pretty good, so we're still long there. Gold up for the day just about 1%, but when you look at gold and how much it pulled back since moving down in the afternoon on the 17th of June, hammering down all the way through yesterday, taking a brief respite from hammering down. And of course, we're getting down to the area, slowly but surely, of this second potential floor. Remember, our first floor was right around here, the prior low. Well, we've blown through that. And now we're looking for the low back on the 27th of October as maybe being some support. But of course, things have been moving down in gold, and some strong moves over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I guess, now. Over the last prior week, starting on Wednesday, the 17th. So again, moving down strong in gold. And of course, that's been going on for quite a while. We've been short gold. And what about Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin down again. It's just blown through. As far as the half-day chart, it has blown through our prior bottom. We've got another one here. If and when it gets that low down to what, 14? So again, Bitcoin has cooled its heels down another percent, just over a percent for the day. You can see where we're pushing through that prior support now. We've gone a little below it before, back on, let's see, that 2-day candle for June the 5th. It happened in the morning and in the afternoon, actually a little lower. Then it popped back up. So again, we've punched down to that low and lower, in fact, in the morning. And so we'll keep an eye on things. But of course, we've been short Bitcoin for a while. We're still short Bitcoin, short gold, long bonds, and again, trying to figure out what the hell stocks are going to do. That is where we are, my friends, as we go into Friday. Patreon members, we've already sent you out your 5-day plus forecast and analysis, along with your trade execution summary grid. I'll also be sending you your weekly vertical crossovers for the week. Those who don't know what that is, we scan the charts on Thursdays. We go through the entire S&P 500, and we try to identify for you up to 10 candidates. Weekly vertical crossovers going up or down. That's going from green to red or red to green on the charts. So you can either short or long, whichever direction you probably want to go in line with the market, but not necessarily, depending on your experience. Again, we're not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. I want you to practice trade with us. Learn by doing. And at the end of today's video, for those of you who are tired of paper trading, we've got something called fractional trading, which again is the next step beyond paper trading. Small dollar amount that you use to really hone your skills when you think you're getting good. That is where we are. Always love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much, Patreon members, for your support. And thank you, subscribers who just go to chartingwealth.com and sign up for free and subscribe. And thank you for clicking on our video. Would you give us a like? And would you subscribe to our channel on YouTube? God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.